Today was supposed to be the day of my grand wedding with Lu Rian. Yet instead, I led the groomsmen straight past the entrance of her house and drove away without stopping. The bride's relatives froze on the spot. I acted as if I hadn't seen anything, stepped hard on the accelerator, and left the scene. All of this happened because, after all the procedures were completed and just as I was about to get into the wedding car, Lu Rian suddenly pulled me back and said, "Wait a moment, you sit in the back car." I didn't react in time before she continued. Feng gets carsick. He has to sit in the lead car. Bear with it for a bit, it's not a long drive anyway. I frowned. Rian, today is our wedding day. I'm the groom. You want me to sit in the back so your assistant can sit in the front? Do you really think that makes sense? Besides, if someone gets carsick, they can just open the window or sit in the passenger seat. I've never heard of someone who must sit in the wedding car because they get carsick. The corner of Li Zefeng's mouth twitched with barely concealed smugness. Sorry, Luo Chen, my condition is a bit special. President Lu cares about me and insists I ride in the front with her. I don't really want to either. After all, it's not very proper. I was so angry I felt like I might explode. You know it's improper, yet you still went along with it. Because so many relatives and friends were present, I forced myself to hold back. I kept my voice steady as I said, "The wedding car is for the bride and groom. If you let Li Zefeng sit with you, won't outsiders think you're marrying him?" Rian shrugged. Why care about what other people think? As long as our close friends and family know who I'm marrying today, that's enough. Seeing that reasoning with her was useless, I turned to look for her mother. But before I could say anything, her younger brother cut in. "Brother-in-law, just sit wherever my sister tells you to. Why make such a big deal and go looking for mom? My sister is always busy with work and needs her assistant around. What if something comes up on the way? It'll be more convenient. You'll be husband and wife soon anyway. What's wrong with you giving in a little?" At that moment, I finally saw clearly. This entire family was siding with an outsider. Lu Rian had already opened the wedding car door for Li Zefeng and watched him get in. Around us, relatives and friends began whispering. Some were surprised, some dissatisfied, but most were clearly enjoying the spectacle, waiting to see me embarrassed. A few coworkers who already disliked me didn't even bother hiding it. They took out their phones and pointed them at the wedding car and me, filming while commenting. Looks like the guy who forced a marriage is getting his karma fast. Even though President Lu agreed to marry him, she won't even let him ride in the wedding car. Feng is the real one she loves. So what if he forced his way into marriage? In the end, he still isn't qualified to sit with her in the wedding car. Their words grew more and more unpleasant. I finally couldn't take it anymore and shouted, "Shut up, all of you." They reluctantly put their phones away, but their faces were still full of resentment. Luo Chen, even if you used tricks to make President Lu marry you, your position in her heart still doesn't compare to Feng's. If it were me, I'd cancel the wedding today. If you want to save face, you should just go home. I clenched my teeth, speaking each word clearly. Why should I cancel? I will get married today. If I back out, wouldn't that be exactly what Li Zefeng wants? Everyone thought I had forced Lu Rian into marrying me. But the truth was the complete opposite. To persuade me to be her boyfriend, Rian once chartered an entire yacht and set off 999 fireworks at the busiest harbor in Shanghai. To get me to agree to marriage, she proposed to me 18 times. The last time, despite being extremely afraid of heights, she jumped from the world's highest bungee platform, all because of a joke I made. "If you dare jump, I'll marry you." All those beautiful memories had now become a joke in the eyes of others. I randomly found another car, opened the passenger door, and sat down. Getting married without even being allowed into the wedding car. "Hey, groom, you're still planning to get married, right?" I turned my head and saw Lin Yin, my childhood friend, the girl who grew up sunbathing and playing in the water with me. She had come just to see me humiliated. Back when I wanted to marry Rian, Lin Yin had fiercely opposed it. We argued several times over it and nearly cut ties. I didn't answer. After a brief silence, Lin Yin said again. If you say right now that you're not getting married, I'll take you away immediately. She treats you like this, why marry her at all? She slammed her hand on the steering wheel, yet still started the engine. Drive toward the wedding venue, I said. We hadn't gone halfway when a sedan suddenly rushed out of nowhere and charged straight at us. Fortunately, Lin Yin's driving skills were solid. She swerved sharply, and the car only ended up lightly scratched. A man in sportswear got out of the other car and walked straight over, knocking on our window. How do you people drive? You ruined my car. No one's going anywhere today unless you pay for the repairs. Lin Yin said, you stay in the car. I'll handle it. I looked at the man and felt he looked familiar, but I couldn't immediately remember where I'd seen him. Just then, Lu Rian called. Where are you? We've been here for a while. Why haven't you arrived yet? I replied, I was in a car accident. Suddenly, a man's voice sounded from the side. Getting into an accident on such a big wedding day, that's really unlucky. Maybe heaven doesn't want you two to get married. Rian brushed it off. Don't say things like that. Luo Chen, hurry and take another car over here. Don't miss the auspicious time. My chest tightened. I'd been in an accident, and the first thing she cared about wasn't whether I was hurt, it was whether the wedding would be delayed. She continued. My husband has good fortune, he'll definitely be fine. Hurry over, everyone's waiting. Then she hung up. As soon as I got out of the car, someone grabbed my wrist. You're not going anywhere, no one in this car is leaving today. The person holding me was the same man who had deliberately crashed into us. Up close, I finally recognized him. I didn't know his name, but I had seen him once at the company. He was one of Li Zefeng's associates. Lin Yin stepped in front of me. This is my car. If there's a problem, talk to me. No, no one here is leaving. Who knows if you did this on purpose? There are cameras all along this road. You're the one who hit us. I don't care, no one's leaving. I said coldly. Li Zefeng sent you to stall me, didn't he? He froze, clearly not expecting me to know who Li Zefeng was. I don't know him. At that moment, my phone rang again. It was a video call from Li Zefeng. I answered. He appeared on screen, wearing my custom-made high-end suit, with makeup artists adjusting his hair behind him. Luo Chen, do I look good? Don't misunderstand. President Liu said you might not make it in time and didn't want to miss the auspicious hour. So she asked me to replace you and complete the entire wedding. You don't have to rush over. When I'm free, I'll livestream the whole ceremony for you to watch. I've got to go now, the wedding is about to start. I silently sat back down in the car, watching the wedding that was supposed to be mine proceed smoothly. From the venue to every single flower arrangement, I had personally chosen everything. Yet the man standing there now was someone else. When the ceremony reached its climax, the MC announced loudly. The bride may now kiss her groom. Lu Rian didn't hesitate at all. She bent down and kissed him. The camera zoomed in on them. When they separated, there was still a visible trace of moisture at the corner of their lips. I felt sick and pushed the car door open, retching. Lin Yin hurried to pat my back. Why did you suddenly throw up? I'll take you to the hospital. I waved my hand away, took the water she gave me, and rinsed my mouth. The suit I was wearing suddenly felt unbearable. I wanted to take it off immediately. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a bag on the back seat. I opened it and found a brand new set of men's clothes, Lin Yin's. I ruined the slicked back hairstyle I'd spent the entire morning on and changed into the clothes in the bag. Unexpectedly, they fit perfectly. Only then did I notice, it was the same outfit Lin Yin was wearing. Matching clothes. My phone rang again. It was still Li Zefeng. Luo Chen, was our wedding exciting? In a bit, President Liu and I will be going around to toast the guests. It seems the bride's family doesn't think much of you. They didn't even notice the groom was replaced. I won't live stream the toasting for you, battery's precious. He hung up. Lin Yin returned to the car. That guy's like a lunatic. I already told my assistant to handle it. Then she stared at me, eyes wide. Hey, are you wearing my clothes? I borrowed them. I'll buy you a new set later. She froze. It's fine. I bought this to give to you anyway. You're not going back to the wedding, are you? After all, Lu Rian has already completed the ceremony with Li Zefeng. I looked straight at her. Lin Yin, didn't you say before that you didn't want me to marry someone else? Then, how about going to register a marriage with me right now? Her whole body stiffened. You mean, we go get a marriage certificate? I nodded. If you don't want to, forget it. Lin Yin immediately became so excited that she hugged me tightly. How could I not want to? I've been wishing for this forever. She stepped hard on the accelerator and drove straight toward the Civil Affairs Bureau. So just like that, still feeling dazed, we finished registering our marriage. Let's go to the hotel, I said. Lin Yin became a little shy, her face suddenly flushing red. That fast already? We haven't even held hands yet. I glanced at her. What are you thinking about? I mean the hotel where my wedding banquet is being held. The banquet probably isn't over yet. We'll go and give Lu Rian and Li Zefeng a wedding gift. All right. When we arrived at the hotel, I casually took a red envelope, stuffed 38 yuan into it, then found a secluded corner with Lin Yin and sat down. After waiting for quite a while, Lu Rian and Li Zefeng finally came over to toast our table. At first, they didn't recognize me. It wasn't until they reached me that Lu Rian froze. Luo Chen, when did you get here? Whose clothes are you wearing? The groom has already been replaced. And you're still dressed like this, don't you think that's a bit sarcastic? She hurriedly explained. Don't misunderstand. It's just that you were in a car accident and couldn't make it in time. So I asked Feng Feng to help you complete the remaining rituals. Otherwise, we would have missed the auspicious time. And it wouldn't have been good to keep so many relatives and friends waiting. I nodded calmly. I understand. At that moment, Rian's mother, Lu Zan, also walked over. She frowned. What are you wearing? On such an important day? Dressing in matching clothes with someone else, is that appropriate? Luo Chen, I'm not trying to scold you. But just because Rian didn't let you ride in the wedding car. You deliberately skipped the ceremony. Now you even show up in matching outfits with someone else to embarrass her. That's extremely inconsiderate. If Feng Feng hadn't stepped in, our entire family would have lost face. You must not behave like this again in the future. If it happens again, even if Rian insists, I will absolutely not accept you. I asked calmly. Didn't she tell you I was in a car accident? That's right, the car that hit me was driven by one of Li Zefeng's associates. He deliberately crashed into us and has already been detained by the police. He'll definitely bear criminal responsibility. Li Zefeng's expression changed slightly, but Lu Rian immediately defended him. What are you saying? That sounds like you're accusing Feng Feng of deliberately ordering someone to crash into you. That's impossible. I know him best. He's gentle, sensible, and has no ulterior motives at all. How could he do something like that? Li Zefeng's eyes reddened. President Liu, thank you for trusting me. Otherwise, even if I jumped into the Yellow River, I wouldn't be able to clear my name. Don't be afraid, she said coldly. Some people are just like dogs biting Lu Dongbin, unable to recognize kindness. I curled my lips. Lu Rian, are you calling me a dog? I just want you to understand, today, Feng Feng helped you a lot. You should be grateful to him instead of throwing dirt on him. Hurry up and apologize. I was originally planning to hold another wedding for you. But if you don't apologize, don't even think about smiling again. I sneered. If you don't hold it for me, someone else will. Lin Yin leaned over and kissed my cheek. Of course. Rian stared at us in disbelief, thinking she'd misheard. What did you just call her? My wife. She's my wife, legally. Thank you for refusing to marry me. I'm someone else's son-in-law now. Rian's face twisted. Luo Chen, what are you doing? I'm your wife, we just finished the wedding. The one who completed the wedding ceremony with you was Li Zefeng. This morning, I only played a few games with you. The one who truly completed the rituals with you wasn't me, it was him. Wasn't it? I've told you so many times, Feng Feng was only helping you complete the ceremony. My groom is still you. Sorry, I said calmly, but my wedding doesn't need anyone else to help me complete it. Then what exactly do you mean? Isn't my meaning already very clear? We're done. I should actually thank you. Rian, if you hadn't insisted on holding the wedding before registering the marriage, I wouldn't have had the chance to choose someone else. Now I wish you and Li Zefeng a lifetime of happiness and an early child. I stuffed the red envelope into Li Zefeng's hand. This is my wedding gift to the two of you. He immediately tore it open, frowned, and said, why is there only 38 yuan? Because you're only worth that much. His face turned pale, then green with anger. President Liu, I had good intentions helping him, and yet he insults me like this. Rian shouted. Luo Chen, there are so many guests here, including people from your side. This is not the time for childish behavior. I replied indifferently. My parents passed away early. These so-called relatives and friends barely have any connection with me. If you hadn't insisted I invite more people, saying that a wedding with too few guests would be dull, I wouldn't have shamelessly gone door to door inviting them. To get them here, I even had to spend quite a bit of money. Some of them don't even recognize my face. So what if they laugh at me? We won't have any dealings in the future anyway. Rian's expression darkened. Luo Chen, this shouldn't have been a big issue today. You deliberately escalated it. I'll give you one last chance. Apologize to Feng Feng now, and I'll pretend nothing happened. Otherwise, don't even think about entering the bridal chamber tonight. I'll have to seriously reconsider our relationship. I laughed coldly. Even if you invited me, I wouldn't go. But I do need to go back once, because many of the things in the bridal room were bought by me. Now that we're breaking up, I'll take them with me. You don't have a problem with that, right? After saying that, I didn't bother arguing anymore. I took Lin Yin's hand. Wife, let's go home and pack. We walked straight past Rian without hesitation. Her face turned livid. Luo Chen, in front of so many people, you insist on humiliating me like this? She chased after us, but Li Zefeng stopped her. President Liu, don't mind Luo Chen anymore. The more you indulge him, the worse his temper gets. Let's finish toasting the guests, there are still so many waiting. There was a dull thud. Li Zefeng collapsed onto the ground. Rian looked at me ahead, then at him behind her, and finally chose to turn back and help him up. I returned with Lin Yin to the bridal home that had once belonged to Rian and me. Without saying a word, I began packing. Anything I could take, I packed. Anything I couldn't, I destroyed. Just thinking about Rian and Li Zefeng living here in the future made me want to ruin it rather than leave it for them. After finishing, I stood there and looked at the house one last time. There was a time when I dreamed of marrying Rian, having children, and growing old together here. Now everything had vanished like foam. This place never truly belonged to me. Before leaving, I transferred back the 30 million yuan bride price Rian had given me. She once said that after marriage, I would manage the household finances. After the transfer, I immediately blocked all contact with her. No more lingering. Lin Yin said softly. This place feels unlucky. We'll have a better home in the future. Let's go house hunting tomorrow. It just so happened that the East Lake villas were opening for sale. I nodded. All right, can I stay at your place tonight? Lin Yin froze slightly, Then her ears turned red. We're legally married now. We should be living together. I know you want to come over partly to annoy Lu Rian, but I'm still very happy. I felt a little embarrassed and didn't dare meet her eyes. Even though we'd known each other for over 20 years, almost sharing each other's entire youth, transitioning from friends to lovers still felt awkward. At Lin Yin's place, I couldn't sit still or stand comfortably. I'd been here before, but never felt this constrained. She was just as nervous. Her face red like an apple. How about, you shower first? After you're done, I'll go. I went into the bathroom and took a long time calming myself down. After all, we were legally married. There was nothing to be nervous about. Once I'd prepared myself, I went into the bedroom to wait for her. After Lin Yin finished showering, everything between us unfolded naturally, as it should between husband and wife. I realized I had underestimated her before. Not only was she beautiful, her figure was also incredibly attractive. What surprised me most was that, in that regard, she was far ahead of Lu Rian. Overall, I was very satisfied. The next morning, after breakfast, Lin Yin drove me to East Lake to look at houses. We were very satisfied with a newly delivered villa and immediately decided to sign the contract. Just as I picked up the pen, I heard a shocked voice behind me. Luo Chen, I finally found you. Lu Rian ran over. Last night, I went back to our bridal home and found that you had taken all your belongings and even returned the 30 million yuan bride price. I wanted to call you to apologize, but I couldn't reach you. I went to your place too, but no one was there. Someone told me you were at East Lake today, so I rushed here immediately. Luo Chen, I thought everything through last night. What happened at the wedding yesterday was indeed my fault. It's normal for you to be angry. You can vent however you want, but don't ignore me anymore. After all, we're husband and wife. Couples argue at the head of the bed and make up at the foot of it. How could you hold a grudge overnight? I came here specially to apologize. I've already prepared to hold another wedding for you. This time, I'll make sure you marry me properly. I sneered. Lu Rian, do you really think I'm still just sulking? We're done. I already have a new family. Please don't bother me again in the future. Don't say things out of anger, she said urgently. I know you can't leave me. We've been together for 8 years. We simply can't break up. So in your mind, I said calmly, just because we were together for 8 years, no matter how much you hurt me, I would never leave, right? Lu Rian, I'm not as simple as you think. I, Luo Chen, have never been blind in love. If you were loyal to me, I would always love you. But now that you've betrayed me, I won't love you anymore. I only let Li Zefeng replace you to finish the rituals. He and I are innocent. Innocent? I immediately pulled out the video from yesterday's wedding. You kissed each other in front of so many people, and you still call that innocent? Do you think I'm an idiot? Rian's face showed a flash of panic. No, that was just a ceremonial kiss. A ceremonial kiss with saliva still visible at the corner of your lips? She could no longer argue and could only say. The atmosphere was too intense at the time. I lost control for a moment. But Luo Chen, there is really nothing between Feng Feng and me. Yesterday's wedding was completely unexpected. I don't want to hear your excuses anymore, I said coldly. My wife and I are buying a house right now. Please don't interfere. Your wife? Rian froze. You mean Lin Yin? Isn't she just your close friend? You've known each other for over 20 years and never got together. Yet after just one day she's suddenly your wife? I wrapped my arm around Lin Yin's shoulders. That's right. Is that a problem? Don't joke with me. Even if you beat me to death, I wouldn't believe it. Wife, show her the marriage certificate. Lin Yin took our marriage certificate out of her bag and held it up in front of Rian. Open your eyes and look carefully. Am I Luo Chen's legal wife? Rian stared at the document, frozen for a long time. Why you really married her? Yes, I replied calmly. I already told you yesterday. We're legally married. Rian's eyes turned red. Luo Chen, how could you be so impulsive? Marriage isn't a small matter. How could you casually marry someone else? Did you ever think about how I feel? Why should I think about how you feel? I asked coldly. When I get married, do I need your permission? When you kissed Li Zefeng on stage, did you think about how I felt? Rian took a deep breath. All right, it's already happened. I don't want to argue about this anymore. Hurry up and get a divorce. I'll pretend nothing happened. We'll start over. We'll register our marriage again and hold another wedding. Lin Yin couldn't hold back anymore. Are you stupid, or do you not understand human language? My husband is done with you. He is now my legal husband. If you keep pestering us, don't blame me for being rude. Rian suddenly shoved Lin Yin hard. What are you supposed to be? Luo Chen doesn't love you at all. The only one he loves is me. He married you just to make me angry. Do you really think he's sincere with you? Whether he loves me or not isn't for you to decide, Lin Yin said coldly. Maybe he loved you before, but now the only one in his heart is me. You cheap woman dared to steal my husband. If I don't teach you a lesson, you'll think I'm easy to bully. You don't know who Lu Rian is. You don't mess with me lightly. Rian rushed forward, about to throw a punch. But before she could touch Lin Yin kicked her straight in the stomach. Rian's face instantly turned pale from pain. You dare to attack me? I'll fight you to the end. But Lin Yin had practiced martial arts. Rian was no match at all. After only a few moves, she was knocked to the ground, unable to get up. Only then did Li Zefeng rush over in a panic. Oh my God, President Liu, how did you get beaten like this? Send her a lawyer's letter. I'll make her compensate until she's bankrupt. You even dared to hit me. Do you think you can still survive in Haicheng? He helped Rian up. President Liu, I told you not to come look for Luo Chen. He's angry right now, no matter what you say. He won't listen. You should go back first. Wait a few months until he calms down. Maybe he'll come back to you on his own. Rian violently shook off Li Zefeng's hand and stared at me. Luo Chen, do you really want to be with this cheap woman? She's just an ordinary worker. What can she give you? The villa you're looking at, can she afford it? Even if she barely manages to buy it, the two of you will be stuck paying the mortgage for life. If you like this house, I can buy the entire East Lake area for you. Lin Yin laughed mockingly. President Liu, that's quite a big claim. Buying all the East Lake villas would cost at least tens of billions. Do you really have that kind of money? Rian lifted her chin arrogantly. Even if I don't have that much, I still have hundreds of times more than her. With this villa, if she can even afford one toilet, I'll change my last name to hers. I laughed coldly. Then you'll probably need to change your name to Lu Lin Yin. Don't exaggerate. Do you know who the developer of this project is? Isn't it the Lin Group? Don't tell me you're the eldest daughter of the Lin family. If you really are, I'll kneel down on the spot. Lin Yin curved her lips slightly. Remember what you just said. She immediately called the East Lake project manager. This young lady likes our villas and wants to buy all of them. Take her to swipe her card. Miss, this way please. Rian stepped back. Just because you tell me to swipe my card doesn't mean I have to. Who knows if you colluded with the sales staff to scam me? I'm not buying this place. I'm not that easy to fool. Lin Yin shrugged. Suit yourself. Our villas aren't worried about selling. If you don't have money, don't pretend. Making excuses like this just looks embarrassing. Whether I buy or not is my right. Who says if you say you'll buy, you must buy? Right now, you need to prove you're the eldest daughter of the Lin family. Don't bluff. Lin Yin took out her phone. You must know my grandfather, right? Why should I know yours? The call connected. Grandpa, are you busy? The president of Tiansheng, Lu Rian, wants to greet you. Lin Yin handed the phone to Rian. This is my grandfather. The moment Rian saw the person on the screen, her eyes widened. Hello, Chairman, I'm Lu Rian from Tiansheng. The old man nodded. Hello. I've heard Lin Yin mention you before. You seem to have been Luo Chen's fiancé, right? Lin Yin took the phone back. Grandpa, she's no longer Luo Chen's fiancé. I have good news. Yesterday, Luo Chen and I registered our marriage. He's now your grandson-in-law. The old man froze for a second, then burst into laughter. Good, very good. I've wanted Luo Chen as my grandson-in-law for a long time. It's just that you refused to pursue him and made me so angry. It's not that I didn't pursue him, I just didn't have the chance. Now it's perfect. He's my husband. Excellent. Bring Luo Chen home for dinner tonight. I'll have the chef prepare his favorite dishes. After the call ended, Rian still hadn't recovered. So, you really are the eldest daughter of the Lin family. Otherwise, where do you think all the cooperation projects between your company and the Lin Group came from? If it weren't for Luo Chen, you wouldn't even be qualified to bid. Lin Yin crossed her arms. All right, you can kneel now. Cold sweat poured down Rian's forehead. If she knelt, she'd lose face. But if she didn't, she'd already said the words, and Lin Yin was no longer someone she could offend. Left with no choice, she quickly knelt down and bowed to Lin Yin. I didn't even bother to look. Oh, right, I said suddenly. Come back to the company with me later. After I hand in my resignation, I'll pack my things and leave. Rian's eyes were bloodshot. Luo Chen, just to stay away from me. You're even giving up your job? I was never happy working there to begin with. If you hadn't insisted on seeing me every day, I wouldn't have endured an administrative position for 8 years. I studied finance, yet for you I did miscellaneous work at the company for 8 years. Now it's finally time to go home and enjoy life. You know how rich my wife is now. Even if I lie flat at home for the rest of my life, I still won't be able to spend all the money. Right, wife? Lin Yin leaned into my chest and hugged me tightly. Of course, what's mine is yours. Let's go, straight to the company. Lin Yin drove me back to the company. It took me less than 3 minutes to write my resignation letter, print it, and throw it onto Lu Rian's desk. President Lu, I resign. I don't approve it. Even if you don't approve, I'm still leaving. At worst, I won't take this month's salary. Some colleagues who had never liked me stretched their necks to watch the drama. I walked straight up to them. I got married yesterday. If you filmed any videos, send them to me. They looked at each other. I added, I just want the videos. I won't make things difficult for you. After hesitating for a while, they finally sent them to me. Just as I was about to leave, I ran into Lu Rian's mother, Lu Zan, at the company entrance. Luo Chen, this chaos has gone on long enough. You should stop now. You haven't been home these past 2 days. Your younger brother and I haven't been able to eat or sleep properly. That was only because no one was cooking for you anymore. But it didn't matter. Li Zhefeng could take my place. From now on, you could just order him around. No, she said, he's only Rian's assistant. The Li family only recognizes you as our son-in-law. You only recognize me because my family is wealthy and useful to Lu Rian. Right? I sneered. You just want to drain me dry. You're being too harsh, she replied. We've always treated you like family. That's why we came personally. Don't be ungrateful. I can't afford to be part of a family like yours. I said coldly. Go look for Li Zhefeng. He's the one who truly belongs with you. I brushed past Lu Zan without looking back and walked away. That night, a friend sent me a video on Douyin. Luo Chen, hurry and watch this. Someone is slandering you. I opened it. It was posted by an anonymous account. Although the faces in the video were crudely blurred, it was still obvious that the groom was me. The video had been deliberately edited. with distorted voiceovers added. The groom secretly met up with his female best friend on his wedding day and was caught by the bride. The groom and the best friend wore matching outfits. The bride immediately cancelled the engagement and married her assistant instead. The comment section was filled with insults. This groom is disgusting. He's about to get married and still sneaking around. If I were the bride, I'd be furious. If he has that much desire, he should just go sell himself. A man this low must have terrible parents to raise someone like him. There were also countless comments congratulating the bride and the assistant. The bride should have been with the assistant from the start. What right does this groom have to marry into a wealthy family? The bride and the assistant are meant to be a perfect match. Reading those comments, I let out a cold laugh. I knew Lee Jefeng would make a fuss about Lin Yin and me wearing matching outfits. Fortunately, I had prepared for this in advance. I immediately uploaded the videos my colleagues had sent me, along with a clarification clip. Hello everyone, I am the groom in the video. First of all, on the day of the wedding procession, I was not riding in the car with any female best friend. My then fiancée claimed that her assistant was carsick and refused to let me sit in the wedding car. She completely ignored my feelings and left in the wedding car with her assistant instead. That was why I later got into my friend's car. On the way, my car was deliberately hit by the assistant's older brother. My fiancé then used my absence as an excuse to let the assistant replace me and complete the entire wedding ceremony. I could no longer tolerate this, so I removed my suit jacket and ended the relationship on the spot. The assistant's brother has now been placed under administrative detention. I am willing to take full legal responsibility for everything I've said. And I will also be filing a lawsuit against the person who maliciously edited and defamed me. After that, I released evidence of how Lu Rian had pursued me and proposed to me over the years, proving that I was not the shameless man who had forced a marriage, as rumors claimed. As soon as the clarification video was posted, public opinion flipped instantly. The insults directed at me turned into attacks on Lee Jefeng, and even dragged Lu Rian and her mother Lu Zan into it. This assistant is such a schemer. This is the first time I've heard of someone being carsick and needing to sit in the wedding car. If it were a funeral, would he demand the hearse too? The bride and assistant are both trash. That excuse was ridiculous, and she still agreed. They must have been having an affair. And the bride's mother and brother even helped cover it up. This whole family is disgusting. Good thing the groom broke it off. Luckily he had evidence, or he'd have been ruined. These people are vicious. Why don't they just disappear? Netizens soon dug up the identities and company addresses of Lu Rian and Lee Jefeng. Outraged, many people posted exposés on my behalf and called for boycotts. Business partners immediately terminated cooperation with Lu Rian's company. The Lin Group halted all collaborations. The entire industry effectively blacklisted her. Overnight, Lu Rian's company went bankrupt. At the same time, I formally filed a lawsuit against Lee Jefeng for defamation. The next time we met, Lu Rian looked hollow-eyed and emaciated. Lu Zan, who followed behind her, no longer looked glamorous or refined. She appeared completely worn down. Luo Chen, I was wrong, Lu Rian said hoarsely. I investigated it. That day, it really was Lee Jefeng's brother who hit your car. I was deceived by that bastard. I've already fired him. She looked at me pleadingly. Today, I sincerely want to apologize. For the sake of our past. Could you help me one more time? My mother collapsed after the company went bankrupt and is still in the hospital. She treated you decently before. For her sake, could you ask Lin Yin to help me? Lu Zan chimed in. That's right. After all, we were almost family. You wouldn't just watch us fall like this, would you? Why shouldn't I? I replied coldly. Isn't this the result of your own actions? If you hadn't fabricated rumors and slandered me online, I wouldn't have exposed your scandals. You started this. Whether it ends or not is up to me. Lu Rian's face twisted. Do you want to kill my mother? She's on oxygen in the hospital. She can't handle another shock. Her hospitalization has nothing to do with me, I said. You brought this upon yourselves. You dared to hurt me without hesitation because you thought I wouldn't fight back. I looked straight at her. I told you before, I'm not someone blinded by love. I don't love you anymore. Everything you did to me, I'll return to you tenfold, 100-fold. She stiffened. You should be grateful the person who defamed me online was Li Jefeng, the man you used. Otherwise, what you'd be facing now wouldn't just be bankruptcy. It would be prison. Luo Chen, she cried, how can you be so heartless? I treated you well before. Just because I didn't let you ride in the wedding car, you had to destroy me like this? An assistant handed me an envelope. I flung it straight at her. You still dare say you treated me well? During the 8 years we were together, you secretly maintained a relationship with Li Jefeng. You even let him get you pregnant. I said calmly. The biggest stain on my life was loving you for 8 years. When she saw the photos inside the envelope, Lu Rian completely lost her strength. She dropped to her knees in front of me, sobbing. I'm sorry, Luo Chen, I was wrong. Even if I slept with him, the one I truly loved was always you. I felt sick. Lu Rian, you disgust me. I gestured for security to escort them out. As they were dragged away, Lu Zan screamed and begged me to save them, but I ignored her. Soon after, Lu Rian's company collapsed completely, leaving her burdened with massive debt. Li Jefeng was sentenced to 3 years in prison for defamation. And on that very day, I received the best news of all. Lin Yin was pregnant. All the people and things that once troubled me had faded into the past. Now, I only looked forward to the arrival of the little life growing inside her. That's the end of today's story. If you enjoyed it, please like the video, subscribe to China Story Tales, and stay tuned for more stories.